NLP. One of the applications of AI is NLP, that is Natural Language Processing. This NLP system is built only for a specific task or a limited task only. These are the drawbacks of NLP system. It will identify the critical information and able to take action right away. So this is one of the reasons why companies use this NLP or text classification. Dear students, welcome to Computer Science classes. I am Ravi Kumar KR, lecturer in Computer Science, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Students, let us start discussion with that is Unit 5, Applications of AI. Now, in this session, let us see the different applications of AI. Let us start with the introduction. Now, as all of you know, what is AI? Artificial intelligence, and we have been learning different theoretical aspects of AI. So, knowingly or unknowingly, we may have to use different applications of AI. So, here let us see the few of the applications of AI. So, it has a various applications in today's society, in our day-to-day life. And it is becoming essential for today's time because it can solve complex problems with an efficient way and in multiple industries such as healthcare and entertainment, finance, education, etc. AI making our daily life more comfortable and fast. So, by looking at the definitions of AI or applications of AI, we can see it is a part and parcel of our life. And whether, as I told you, whether knowingly or unknowingly, we have to make use of this artificial intelligence, or we are using applications that involve artificial intelligence. So, it is essential, nowadays it is essential for our daily life. And what is the purpose of this? We are using this AI to solve a complex problem. The main purpose of AI system is to solve a problem which the human beings cannot solve it, or where human beings may not be efficient to complete a different complex tasks in different fields, just like health industry or in education or other fields. So the main purpose of this to solve a problem, and how we are going to that, and does it with efficient way and in different fields, and so that it makes our daily life and more comfortable and fast. That is the definition of AI. That is the applications of AI. So it is involving in our day-to-day life. Now let us see in the diagram we have given, or it lists out different applications of AI. We start with e-commerce, in the field of education, healthcare, business, lifestyle, robotics, and from human resource, gaming, social media, marketing. So nowadays, most of you are familiar with different fields. Social media, you are familiar with this. There also we are involving, or it also, those applications uses AI system. And gaming, and in the talk about robotics, it is one of the applications of AI. Then in the field of business, maybe if you talk about e-commerce means all of you are familiar with buying and selling of goods through online with the help of internet. So in almost all the field, the AI is involving with different applications. These are all different applications of artificial intelligence. Now let us see, one of the application is natural language processing, or we say NLP. One of the applications of AI is NLP, that is Natural Language Processing. So what is it? See, it is which is a part of our computer science, human language and artificial intelligence. So this application, NLP, it involves three different fields in the field of science and technology. One is computer science and human languages, because it is a language processing. We must have this language. And AI means we are using AI technology and in solving these type of problem, or in the field of NLP. So in general, NLP, it is a combination of AI, computer science and human language departments. Next one is NLP is a technology that's used by machines to understand, analyze, manipulate, and interrupt human languages. So, what is the meaning of NLP here? What is the main purpose of this application is to interrupt or interpret the human languages. So, the computer system, the machine is going to interrupt human languages. Now, you might be familiar with different languages in your social media or your mobile applications. So, that is also an example for this. So, now in the next slide, we will see how it's going to work here. So, here, these are all the main purpose of NLP is the machine is going to understand, analyze, manipulate, and interpret the human languages. That is the purpose of NLP. And it helps developers to organize knowledge for performing tasks such as translation, automatic summarization, named entity recognition, speech recognition, and relationship extraction and topic segmentation. So these are all the things or tasks can be done with the help of NLP. I mean, one is automatic summarization is going to generate the summary of the content or the text, whatever it is. And not only that, speech recognition. All of you know what is speak recognition. You might have used it in your mobile system. All these are different applications of NLP or these are the different things can be performed through NLP. Now, this is what I have told you. So, NLP is a combination of different fields. One is the human language. This is one field, computer science and AI. Now, let us see what are the different advantages of NLP. So, it helps the user to ask questions about any subject and get direct response within seconds. See, this is the advantage of NLP. So, here with the help of a system or a machine, the user can ask different questions and he will get the response within no time or within few seconds. That is one of the advantages. And it offers exact answers to the questions, means it does not offer unnecessary and unwanted information. So, what is the meaning of this sentence here? Is going to get the result precisely, means is going to get the exact answers whichever the questions which has been asked from the machine. Now, it helps computers to communicate with humans in their languages. So, the users can communicate with other users with their own languages or with their selective languages. That is also one of the advantages of this. And it is very time efficient. And most of the companies use NLP to improve the efficiency of documentation process, accuracy of documentation, and identify the information from the large database. So, this is one of the most important function of NLP or applications of NLP is that to get the information from the large database, and also those informations is very accurate. They are going to get accurate information and documentation purpose. So, these are all the advantages of NLP system. Next one is what are the drawback of this? So, here may not shows the context and it is unpredictable. So, in the previous slide, so we have told you that it's going to provide accuracy of documentation, but in reality it is not possible. And it requires more keystrokes. What is the meaning of keystrokes? Keywords. So, we have to get the information with the help of more keywords, that is nothing but keystrokes. And NLP is unable to adapt to the new domain and it has a limited function. That is why it is built for a single and specific task only. So, what is the another drawback of this? It is adaptation to the new languages or maybe new system or new domain. That's the main drawback of this. So, because this NLP system is built only for a specific task or a limited task only. These are the drawbacks of NLP system. In the next slide, let us see what are different components of NLP or how this NLP is going to work or functions. So here there are two components. First one is natural language understanding, that is NLU. This is one of the component. So here it helps the machine to understand and analyze the human languages by extracting the metadata from the content such as concepts, entities, keywords, emotions, etc. So this one of the component is natural language understanding. So what is the function of this? It's going to understand the languages, analyze the human languages. That is the main function of this. And how it is possible? With the help of different keywords, emotions, and as well as concept. So this NLU is going to understand and analyze the human languages with the help of different options here. Next one is it used in business application to understand the customer's problem in both spoken and written languages. So one is communication is most important in the field of business. So it is going to solve this customer's problem with the help of NLP. And it used to map the given input into the useful representation. So this is again mapping has to be done from the input given by the user, and it has to be mapped with the content or knowledge inside the system or in the database. So here that is the meaning of the mapping here. The input given by the user, it will be mapped with the representation, means with the help of the data or database within the system. Now it is used to analyze different aspects of languages. See, this is one of the component is natural language understanding is going to understand and analyze the human languages with the help of different entities like keywords, maybe emotions, etc. Now second component is NLG, that is natural language generation. Second component is NLG. So it is, what is it? It acts as a translator that converts the computerized data into natural language representation. So here NLG, it is a translator. It does the work of a function of translator. So what exactly it does it here? It converts the computerized data into natural language representation. So here whatever the input we are giving, so it has to be converted into a machine level language, or it has to be mapped with the database which is present in this NLP system. So again, for representation, it has to be converted into human natural language representation. So the output, if I say presentation or representation, the output also has to be mapped to the user's input so that users can understand the particular representation or the result. It mainly involves text planning, sentence planning, and text realization. So because it is a language processing, NLP is a language processing system, so it used to work with different components of languages in the form of plain text or text planning, sentence, as well as realization. This is NLG, natural language generation. Next, let us see what are the different applications or where we are using this NLP in AI. First one is question answering. So what is the meaning of this? So it produces constructing natural language outputs from the non-linguistic input, and question answering focuses on building systems that automatically answer the questions asked by humans in natural languages. I think you might have come across these type of applications in mobile system. Whenever you have any problem or whenever you are going to request for any surveys from different apps or different applications, there you may find something called a help, or a person is going to help you. How he is going to help you? By answering. You can ask any question, immediately you will get a reply in the form of menu, so that you can select different menu to find out the solution for your question or your problem. So that is question answering session. It is one of the applications of NLP. Next one is spam detection. So it is you detect unwanted emails, getting into users inbox. So you know what is a spam mail? It is unwanted mail. So it is sent by different types of users. So all the mails whichever in your email box, which any spam mail, it directly goes to spam folder. It is one of the applications of NLP. Next one is sentiment analysis. So what is this? It is known as opinion mining. It is opinion mining. It is used on the web to analyze the attitude, behavior and emotional state of the sender or the user. This application is implemented through combination of NLP and the statistics by assigning the values to the text, positive, negative and natural. I identify the mood of the context, either happy, sad, angry, etc. See, this is sentimental analysis. By looking at this diagram, you can understand easily. So, this is one of the method we are going to analyze the text. See, at the end of the text, you may find it, or maybe in the applications, you may get a information like this. The option will be like this. So, the particular application, it will ask you to give feedback based on this. So, here, each and every, in this example, each and every images will be given a value. So based on your option or based on the value, they are going to analyze the content or the data which is provided by the particular system or particular application. This is the meaning of sentimental analysis. That is what given in the text here. So this is, what is the meaning of this? With the help of this, it is possible to find out another attitude of the user, his behavior as well as emotional. All these things possible with the help of NLP. One of the application is sentiment analysis. Next one is machine translation. So it is used to translate the text or speech from one language to another language. So it is also, you might have come across this type of applications or you might have used this type of system in your mobile system. So converting text to voice or speech to text. This is machine translation. Next one is spelling correction. In spelling correction, say you might have worked with different MS Office applications, maybe MS Word or PowerPoint and other applications. So as soon as there is option in MS Word, there is something called spell check or a grammar check. That is also one of the applications of NLP. So spelling corrections, wrong spelling detection and correction and sentence correction and grammatical corrections can be done with the help of NLP. So this is one of the applications of NLP. In the next slide, speech recognition. It is used for converting spoken words into text. You might be familiar with this by using mobile system while sending a message to your friends or someone else to the other end. So here, instead of typing a message, we can use a speaker or we can use microphone. So you can directly convert spoken words into text. This is speech recognition. And the example is in mobile application, home automation, video recovery, and dictating to Microsoft Word. All these are different applications of speech recognition or applications of NLP. Next one is, you know what is a chatbot? Next one is implementing chatbot is applications is used by many companies to provide the customers chat services. This is what I was talking about in the beginning. So this is called chat services. If you have any applications or any problem with one of the applications, directly you can get into the particular website or through a mobile or through your desktop, wherever it is, and you may find something called chatbot services. When you enter to this particular chatbot, so there will be an option, you can type the question and they will reply immediately, maybe in the form of menu-driven applications. That is nothing but chatbot. Now we'll move on to next application, that is text classification. So one of the applications of NLP is this text classification. So what is the meaning of text classification? It is a machine learning technique. See, it is machine learning technique that assign a set of predefined categories to open-ended text. So what is the meaning of text classification? So in general, we can say any text given to a system is going to classify that based on different category. For example, I can say it may be a letter, it may be an essay, it may be an application. So if I talk about a text, it can be of different forms, maybe in the form of application or in the form of essay, maybe short notations, whatever it is. So text classification is nothing but it is a machine learning technique based on and by using AI system. So by using AI system or machine learning, it is possible to classify the text into different category required by the user. That is the concept of text classification. So it is what are the applications of this? It is used to organize, structure, and categorize pretty much kind of text from the documents and medical studies, and even in the form of medical studies and files and all over the web. This is nothing but organizing the text. Organize the text, or you have to give the information in the form of structure. Very simple example is I can say is file organization in a computer system. If you look into how the files are organized in a system, maybe in the form of directory, subdirectory, folder, subfolder, how we are going to organize the files in our computer system. Similarly, the text in a system can be organized that is different forms of text, not only for one text, maybe different forms of text can be organized in different application, maybe in the field of medical science or maybe across the world. Even if you look at the web, whenever you're looking for a particular information in the website or in the web browser, it lists out number of websites. So that is also a part of representation or classification. This is the text classification. Next one is, it is one of the fundamental tasks in NLP, the natural language processing, with broad applications such as sentiment analysis, topic labeling, spam detection, and intent detection. Intent means what is the purpose. So all these are the applications of NLP, and it comes under text classification. Now if you look at the diagram here, so a text classifier can take this phrase or a word as an input and analyze its content, and then automatically assign the relevant tags such as UI and easy to use. So look at the diagram here. See, this is how we represent a schematic diagram of text classification. Unstructured data. What do you mean unstructured data? What are the data available? Maybe in the form of different forms of data, may not be organized. We can say unorganized data, unstructured data. And what does this classification does? It has a text pre-processing. One of the processing system is going to text cleaning as well as text representation. This is one of the processing system. Then after this is going to classify the data. Classify the data based on its content and maybe in its different fields as given by the user as input. So this is how it works, or this is a schematic diagram to represent text classification. Next one is the top reason for using text classification. See why we have to use the text classification or applications of NLP. So because it is 80% of all information. It is a general assumption that 80% of all information what is there today is unstructured information. And with the text being one of the most common types of unstructured data, because of messy nature of a text, or analyzing, understanding, organizing, and sorting through the text data is hard and time consuming. So most companies fail to use it to its full potential. So what is the purpose of using text classification? See, here in general, the 80% of data, whatever is available in a company or wherever it is unstructured information. So this unstructured information has to be processed, or it has to be organized as per the company's requirement, or as per the business need. So for this, organizing the data, analyzing the data, they need to classify the documentation, everything with the help of classification or text classification. So what it does is going to analyze it, understanding and organizing, sorting the data, everything based on, all these based on text data, because it's a text classification. And it is very hard, so that we are using a computer system or AI system to segregate or to make our work easy. And here one is scalability. This application is, what I mean of scalability? See, manually analyzing, organizing is slow. The purpose, I mean, when the work is done through human beings or with the persons in any company, it is very slow and it is less accurate. As is in general, what we can say is computer is going to provide accurate results, isn't it? So any work done by the human beings, so there will be a chance of, I mean, the one is very slow and it may not be 100% accurate. So we are using this type of application. So machine learning can automatically analyze millions of survey. And you know what is AI system? In AI system, we have something called knowledge base, and that we have a database. So what will be there in the database? In the database, we have so many surveys with respect to this text classification. So in the database, we have so many surveys and so many comments and so many emails, etc. At a fraction of the cost, often it's just a few minutes. So with the help of using AI system, it is possible to, or within a fraction of a second, so it is, or even the fraction of cost, it is possible to organize the data in efficient way. So that is scalability. It can be scalable to different types of document. That is, one is scalability. The second one is real-time analysis, another text classification. So here there are critical situations that companies need to identify as soon as possible and take immediate decision or immediate action. So it will identify the critical information and able to take action right away. So this is one of the reasons why companies use this NLP or text classification. That's real-time analysis. Means there may be situations where we have to classify the data, or maybe text classification has to be applied and the company or business has to take immediate decision. It is possible if you use these type of AI systems. Next one is consistent criteria. Human annotators, they make mistakes when classifying the text data due to distractions. So this is the human tendency. So as human tendency, I mean, we cannot concentrate a long time for any sorts of work. So there is a chances of distraction. So due to distraction and fatigue and boredom and human subjectivity creates inconsistent in criteria. So this is the main reason they are going for machines or artificial intelligence. So all these can be avoided through the system. Next one is, once a text classification model is properly trained, it performs with unsurpassed accuracy. So again, it is a model. If you talk about AI system, in every system is going to create its own model, and if we train the model, that is nothing but the machine learning. So we have to train the data, or we have to train the machine with data, or say with trained data. So it is possible to have efficient result with consistent criteria. Students, so far we have discussed about the applications of AI, and we have one of the application is NLP, and next one is text classification. So we will continue our discussion in my next session. Thank you so much.